right, for this lesson we are focusing on polygons, and I have included a chart for you guys. You'll notice this is specifically for regular polygons, and remember a regular polygon has, hold on, let me move the chart over. A regular polygon has all equal sides and all equal angles. So that means all the angles are the same measurement and all the sides are the same measurement. But what I want you guys to realize is these titles don't necessarily mean they have to be a regular polygon. So you could have a four-sided figure, in this case a four-sided figure would be a square. That is a polygon. But if you have a four-sided figure like this, that's still a polygon. This one, it has to connect. This one just happens to be quadrilateral, quad meaning four sides. Okay, so there are a couple different, maybe I'll find you another chart. I don't know how to spell quadrilateral. Lateral. Okay, but this is a good chart to give you the basics. So if you have three sides, triangle, four sides, square, 5 is pentagon, penta means 5, hexagon is 6, heptagon is 7, octagon, octa means 8, nonagon, I think that's the funniest one, is 9, and decagon is 10. Then you see down here we have a few more that are commonly used. Dodecagon is 12, isocagon 20, pentadecagon 15, and hectagon is 100 sides. So this is a good basic chart for you guys to get the handle on the basics of how to find the names of polygons depending on how many sides it has. Okay, now if you get going and you find a 11-sided polygon and you don't know what that's called, then you can Google it and it'll help you out. If you don't remember, you can always go back and look. A heptagon has 7. But I brought in a few images. That are from your Ixl. So here's one that they may ask you, how many sides does a decagon have? Well, if you remember the chart we just popped up, a decagon has 4 sides. So I would put 4 and hit submit. Okay, so it's a lot of vocab for this lesson. Okay, do you remember how many a heptagon has? So how many more sides does a heptagon have than a quadrilateral? So a heptagon has 7, quadrilateral is 4. So since this is how many more sides, you would subtract 7 minus 4. So it has 3 more sides. So pay attention to what the question is asking, because in this case it wanted to find the difference between the heptagon and the quadrilateral. Okay, let's do another one. All right, how many sides do 2 heptagons, we just looked up a heptagon, those are 7, and nonagon, that's a funny one, so I remember that one is 9, have in all? So they want the total number of these. Well, there's 2 of these, so 7 times 2, and there's 2 of these, 9 times 2. So we have 14 plus 18. So then we have 32 sides in all. All right? Let me see if I can find a bigger chart. Okay, well, I didn't find a chart I liked better than the one I gave you. I did find out what an 11-sided polygon is an undecagon. So one more than decagon would be un decagon. Spanish for you. So that's for 11 sides. I did, however, find another picture I liked. So I'm going to go over this with you. This shows you that it can have regular and irregular shapes and still be considered a polygon. Okay, because remember what our definition of a polygon is. It's a shape formed with straight lines. You can't have any curved lines, and all the lines have to connect. Okay, and I don't think they're supposed to cross each other either. So, you see how they have all the different ones. You have your equilateral triangle, meaning that all the sides equal. Or you have your irregular triangle. This is actually an obtuse triangle because it has one large obtuse angle. You have your square, which is a nice regular quadrilateral technically. And you have your funky, all different lengths quadrilateral. Then you have your pentagons, your hexagons that are super funky. So like on this one, I would just count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. 6-sided figure, you know it's called a hexagon. Even if it's funky looking, as long as it doesn't have a curved line. Anytime you have that curved line anywhere, it's not going to be a polygon. Okay, the heptagons are here, octagons, nonagons, and decagons. All right, I hope that helps. Most of what you're doing in Ixl on this lesson is they give you a name of a polygon and ask you how many sides it has. When they start getting fancy, they say, well, you saw how many sides if you compare a heptagon to an octagon and different things. So just make sure you read the question really well, and that way you know what it's asking before you answer it. If you guys need help, please message me.